Today's episode of Nerd Soup is sponsored by Audible. Visit audible.com/nerdsoup or text nerdsoup to 500-500 to receive a free 30-day trial, 1 free audiobook, and 2 Audible originals.
Yeah, I got the boomer size and throat. You ever hear him? Every sentence you hear, like, he's talking and you
I'm so surprised listening to, I guess because they have the muter. They had that the other day where Rosenberg, I think he coughed or he sneezed. He did something on radio and he forgot to mute his mic, and Michael K freaked out. He's like, of all the times that you couldn't have muted your mic, it's like people are listening.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that'd be cool. That'd be cool if we got that.
How do you get it?
I'm pretty sure it's something that hooks up to the preamp. It's like a same thing, wired, and then it would go for all the different tracks. And then if we have to cough, it's like your own editor.
People forgetting to turn it back on. It would be
no, it's only when you hold it.
Oh.
It wouldn't be you act like this is going to be inside SpongeBob's mind when he threw out dining. And
I don't know. I feel like every time we try to add something new, it's like...
I just feel like Teddy's elbow would be on it the whole time.
That would be something Teddy did, yeah. He'd fall asleep on it. So it's just a 2-for-1. His mic is muted, and he's sleeping.
So he brings the laptop and tries to be Notes Teddy, and he just puts the laptop on top of the stopper the whole time.
On top of the stop
Yes,
button.
that would 100% happen.
We could still make it work.
Yeah, I don't know. People would be like, yo, this new format is great. It's like, I can't hear Teddy at all. I know he's there. I could feel his presence. That's what Teddy is. He's a visceral presence. Even today, he's not here.
Wow.
Live from Long Island, New York, it's time for the Nerd Soup Podcast. Starring Anthony J.Q. Nash,
I don't know what's going on.
Teddy,
I just called Chief, and this is it.
Lorenzo Stu Warren,
I did sleep on this movie, literally, and
Marissa,
Go Spider-Man.
Aaron the Nerd Soup Monkey,
Wish my dreams came true.
and your host, Bo Oliver Blue.
She had the cake, too. I was like, what? Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Nerd Soup Podcast. Nash, I know you wanted to do a shout-out, but let me tell the people where they can listen before that. We had a good cold opening, so I had to bring us in. Nerd Soup Podcast on iTunes and Spotify and SoundCloud. You can listen to the podcast. You can find us on YouTube. That's probably where you're listening right now. Twitter at Nerd Soup. Nerd Soup Monkey on Twitter. Anthony JQ Nash on Twitter. And Teddy Nerd Soup. He's not here, but we'll plug him. And yeah, we're back. Nerd Soup Podcast, talking about the world of movies. Not a lot of stories today.
Slow day.
Yeah, slow news week, really. I mean, last week was big, and they always drop it right when we drop the pod. But hey, what are you going to do? So today we're going to be taking some fan questions. We've got a couple stories to talk about, but it's going to be more of a laid-back kind of podcast that we delete after it's recorded because it's going to be so bad. Aaron, how are you doing today?
Good. Can't complain.
Really?
Yeah. I mean...
You could find something.
No, I definitely could, but,
Who wants to listen, right?
I can complain, but I won't.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's like they're like...
That's your shirt.
Yeah. But it's like when someone says, hey, how you doing? You're like, oh, well, money's been tight,
I can't stand those people.
It's like, just say good. Move along. You're doing good.
Or it's going.
Yeah.
I said once, somebody asked me how everything's going. I'm like, hanging in there. And the guy dead ass looks me right in the face and goes, what does that mean?
Just hanging in there.
I'm hanging in there. Like, I'm trying to take it day by day, And he's like, don't say that.
He wasn't prepared
I want
for
to do
that.
the voice that he has, too, but it might give away the person who it is.
Well, that guy, I mean, what does he want? He wants to
Is
hear
it
your
a famous
problems?
person?
No, but I don't know if he
Oh, I
listens.
think
like a Matthew
like
McConaughey.
a Morgan Freeman impression. Yeah. Excuse
Hey,
me.
don't you say that.
Walken.
Yeah.
You're hanging in there.
That's more on him than you. Because why does he want to listen to someone else's problems?
He's like, what does that even fucking mean? He has that, like, raspy voice.
Oh, Marlon Brando.
Yes,
Oh, Emma
there you
Stone.
go. There you go. Yes.
Emma Stone's voice is like
Shia LaBeouf.
Concrete Rose.
I like that.
I'm fucking dope.
It's the name of like a poem you read in 7th grade.
A Concrete Rose by Emily Dickinson.
Oh.
You sounded like who did you just sound like? You sounded like a video game character there. Who's a
I don't know.
Oh, that's the villagers in Minecraft.
Dutch.
Oh,
The villagers in Minecraft. Dutch.
oh no, I
There
wish
was, when you steal their shit. All right,
Never
let's go to
played
the
Minecraft.
first story. No, you never play Minecraft?
No.
You like it because I know you like that. You like those building interactive games.
Ark.
But I feel like there's no point. Like, what are you doing?
There's a story.
There is?
It's more about your own adventure,
Mm.
but you go to an alternate universe called the Nether, and you have to slay a dragon.
Oh. Okay.
And while you're, digging, making houses, you can kind of hear them roaring.
Hear them echo in the background.
Yeah, you can hear them echoing.
It's a little intimidating.
The Nether is a fucking freaky ass place.
Yeah. Before we start, I just want to give a quick shout out. R.I.P. Pop Smoke.
It's a tragedy what happened to him, and you feel bad for him and his family, but
20 years old.
It is kind of this phenomenon of rappers that I don't know, and then being shot. It's crazy. It's really, it's happening so often now. It's scary.
It's sad to say that they're so young and they just coming up and they don't even have a chance. And you don't have a chance to hear them. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I just heard of them like 2 weeks ago, a week ago.
No, yeah, I think a lot of these guys, before they really blow up, like Nipsey Hussle, I think. Triple X is pretty famous, but Nipsey Hussle was the one that I was familiar with. Right. He had been around, so that one did shock me. But yeah, it's these young guys that it's either the drugs or they get caught up in some sort of violent act. And it used to be rap was kind of giving you the life of the streets, and now it's kind of crossing over. That's kind of how it was in the 90s. It's scary,
Yeah. Did you listen to Pop Smoke, Aaron?
No,
Oh, you're one of those rap's not music? Rap's destroying the youth.
He didn't even have a chance to open up his mouth, and you're like, oh, you're one of those guys, aren't you?
No, I never heard of him, but I'm sure if I heard like one of his songs, I'd be like, oh.
Never heard Billie Jean, Christian Dior.
No, I haven't. But
I'm a thought, get me lit.
It's a tragedy. I mean,
oh, you're one of those like Immortal Technique guys. Like you spit in the cipher. You're talking about pyramids and shit, right? You're like, all these new dudes, they're not talking the truth.
Yeah. To be honest, like with music lately, I haven't really been keeping up. I don't listen to the radio or.
You're good with movies. You're very bad with music.
No, it takes me like a year or two to be like, oh my god, you hear this "Nice for What" by Drake?
I mean, you go into his car and you hear the same 3 bands all the time.
It's a bad playlist.
It's the Killers, MGMT, and Weezer.
It's my playlist.
You need the queer ear. You need to rework this whole playlist.
That eardrum.
Well, I like what I like.
That shit's not slapping. It's golf clapping.
Why would I not?
Let's move on to the first story here. Wait, what would you?
Why would I not play what I like? I liked Kanye, Jay-Z, the old stuff, so I just listen to them.
Yeah, I can't stand that's the meme. It's like me listening to the same song for the 10,000th time. Yeah, and they're just jamming out. I'm guilty of that currently, where I can only listen to Griselda. But hey, does anybody know what the first story was supposed to be?
We discussed in the meeting before that we were going to talk about The Witcher.
Oh, Sonic.
Guessing. Oh, and Sonic too.
Yeah, you guys saw Sonic.
We did. Yeah,
that's
Sonic.
what we're opening up with. Sonic review.
Right.
Sonic review. It wasn't bad. I actually really liked Sonic. It was, I don't know, better than I expected it would be. Especially after all, like, the, I guess, quote-unquote controversy with the character, the changing the character, and this whole time, I think, like, these poor workers, they're gonna...
Allegations against Sonic.
Yeah. These poor workers are going to come back and, like, do all this hard work, and the movie's going to end up still being terrible, and no one's going to see it. But people are seeing it, and it wasn't terrible. Color me shocked.
Yeah, I enjoyed Sonic.
Well, you're the Sonic guy.
Yeah, I'm a big Sonic guy. There was a lot of Sonic references that they brought into the movie. Calling Dr. Robotnik Eggman. Green Hills is one of the levels.
You were a little disappointed that he was too skinny, though.
Yeah, I mean, I wanted him shaped like Michelin Man. I wanted him shaped how he was in the video game.
Jim Carrey was good, though.
But yeah, he was great. He was just quirky,
Jim Carrey.
Yeah, it's Jim Carrey.
The movements, the face. He's got a face.
You guys saw that video of him doing the Grinch?
Yeah.
That was very nice.
How do people have that kind of, like, facial control?
Well, he's been just working out his face muscles for the past 30
Well, yeah, he's
years.
always had it,
He's
but...
just always moving.
He said that he used to, like, live in a mirror and practice all faces, even before he got famous.
I don't know if this is true, but I had heard once that he was very inspired by Harrison Ford in Blade Runner. Because Harrison Ford, if you watch that movie, he makes a lot of goofy, funny-ass faces in Blade Runner whenever he's getting his ass kicked by an android. And Jim Carrey, that's what I heard, that that's where he got that from. He's like, wow, that's great physical acting. He's a great actor.
Yeah,
he's a great performer. He's just a movie star.
Well, he hasn't really been in much lately. It's weird that...
He's been in a lot of crap, yeah. And not much.
Because he doesn't want to, or people just don't want Jim Carrey anymore?
He's kind of a loony bin.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of like the Will Ferrell, where when they blew up, the movies were so catered to their style, and the style does run a bit thin, and then it's a matter of your agent trying to find movies that can kind of recreate that magic. And he's kind of stayed in that PG realm. He did the Kick-Ass sequel, and then he denounced the movie because of the gun violence. We all make fun of Mr. Popper's Penguins. He's another guy where, like an Adam Sandler, get him in the hands of the Safdie brothers.
Well, he's done Man on the Moon.
Right.
He's done, like, dramatic performances before.
He's also painting.
Yeah, he's big into the political paintings.
And he's a good painter. He's got got some good stuff.
Yeah, he's got a style to him. Although art is a whole nother thing that we could talk about in another podcast. I don't get it.
You're gonna denounce all of art?
Not all of art. Like if I see like a nice painted picture, I'm like, oh, that's nice.
Yeah, you're one of
all
those
the
like
abstract
Bob
and-
Ross. Oh,
Yeah.
you're the worst.
What do you mean?
What do you don't like abstract films? Your favorite film of the year was The Lighthouse.
Yeah,
That was literally a motion
but I-
moving abstract painting.
but I know what I'm. Sometimes it's just a couple of.
Oh, you know? Can you explain Lighthouse
Shapes.
to
You ever
us?
see Parks and Rec when Tom brings the shapes for the town mural and he gets lost in it?
Do you remember your piece, The Spanish Inquisition?
What?
Your piece?
Did you name my?
No, that's what you named it.
Oh, the Photoshop.
Yeah, you saved it as the Spanish Inquisition. See?
That was art though.
The name gives it away, but no, I mean, yeah, it was art.
But the beautiful thing
There's a
about
bunch-
art,
There's a bunch of rectangles and circles and a triangle. I think I threw in there.
Yeah, but it was
but that's the thing. The beautiful thing
there
about
was
art
just
is
something about it. I've seen rectangles, triangles, and circles thrown around. It's not art.
but you get to create your own story sometimes. How is somebody going to tell you what you're seeing? So those triangles and circles might be the universe.
You're a big
man.
Baroque guy. You want detail. Mona Lisa.
Been on record as saying the Mona Lisa's a tad overrated, but
So what do you like, Bob Ross?
I don't know. Sistine Chapel's nice,
Mona Lisa is an absolute smoke show.
So Sonic overall, what did you think of what's his face, John Ralphio as the voice?
It was
Awesome.
good.
Yeah.
I think the best part, like the story, was just run of the mill, basic storyline, a lot of tropes, but I think the characters is what.
Does he do the little zoom thing where he becomes a ball and he hits somebody in the head?
Oh yeah,
Oh, absolutely.
he's got all the moves.
Hit 300 miles per hour.
Oh,
Yeah, he was running.
Wheels.
they had a gun?
Yeah, James Morrison's
Yeah,
the cop,
two-
and he's
Yeah,
like,
he's-
yeah.
He had 296 at first, and then he goes back, and he sees 300, and then he's just like, yes.
Wow, that's like Bernie Mac.
roll
in
the
Mission
credits.
3000.
That was the whole conflict of the movie. Yeah, James Marsden was good too. I mean, it was funny. There was one scene that had me laughing for like 2 minutes straight in the theater. I couldn't breathe. I don't know if that was intentional, but me and Nash are the only people just cracking up in the movie theater.
Well, I know you two. You guys find things funny that every other person wouldn't find funny.
I mean, there was probably like a few 11-year-olds like, what the fuck are these guys laughing about?
There's a guy, like a grown man in our theater, just having the time of his life.
He must have rated that movie like a 9.5.
Teddy?
Probably.
Yeah, it was
Just
probably
Teddy in the back.
it
of
was
the theater
Teddy from the
yucking
future.
it. Teddy from the
It
future.
was insane.
Because he missed Sonic.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
weekend. Holy shit, that man's quick.
He was cracking up, man.
James Marsden is another guy where it just looks like a movie star.
He's such a stud.
He is a stud. I wish people would just put him in better movies. Even when he was in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, I was happy for him.
And they cut him.
Yeah, then they cut him. He's going to be in the extended cut, and he plays Burt Reynolds, which is awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. And they had Damian Lewis as Steve McQueen, so they had a couple of those in that. But yeah, I wish he would get better roles, and I like when actors do this type of movie when it's good because it's endearing. A family film, PG, Sonic, an icon.
Well,
Could
yeah.
be good for your career.
That's
And
what it is. I think the kids will love it. I think people that are older will appreciate it. If you're a Jim Carrey fan, you can appreciate the movie. So, I mean, it didn't excel at anything, but it was just a fun time at the old theater.
The only thing it did excel in was bringing in the video game characteristics into the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like, again, with Robotnik being called Eggman, Sonic and his moves.
Well, they're
the
calling
rings.
it the best video game movie of all time, and a lot of people say for that reason is that they embrace the elements from the games.
Because, I guess the Pokemon one, there was some things that were a little, like, they kind of created on the spot that weren't in the games or this and that. But it kind of goes, like, hand in hand together with the video game and the movie. Like, that's Sonic.
Well, I've been clamoring for Nintendo to get in the business with all their classic games like Super Mario, Banjo-Kazooie, Zelda, to make those animated kid films. I think they could be the modern-day Pixar. They could turn all those properties into great kids films with the proper writers, people who grew up on them because that generation is starting to make films now, 90s.
Spyro?
Yeah, I
That'd
mean,
be such a great movie.
I
The
think, yeah.
CGI and everything. Ugh.
I mean, they do set it up for multiple, like a Sonic universe, which, I mean, if they do it like this, and that'll be a delightful little universe, like for kids. I mean,
well,
and,
it can
and
get
adults.
better, right?
It can, but they didn't try to make it better than it had to be. It's like, all right, we're gonna loosely explain things. Things aren't gonna always add up. It's not gonna make complete sense all the time, but the focus is gonna be on Sonic and Tom, James Marsden's character, and they're going on this little adventure, and we're gonna focus on that and those characters, and that's all you really need to do.
And I mean, recreating Sonic 2, I think, helped immensely. I think
Right.
reconstructing him the Kylie Jenner makeover that he got.
Yeah, I think a lot of fans appreciated that, and maybe people that weren't going to go see this movie in the first place were like, all right, I appreciate that they went back, did all this hard work, got laid off, and we'll go support this movie.
Me and Aaron were talking off air about how fucked up the movie actually is.
What do you mean?
With like James Morrison with drinking and driving.
Oh, yeah, there's a scene where they get into a bar fight, and they're getting hammered, and then like the other people are chasing him out, and James Morrison
he's definitely
would a blow a .0, 0.01 or something.
And I'm telling you, I swear, I think there's a bong in Sonic's cave.
A bong?
A bong. I think he's ripping Bourbon shots.
Sonic's one of those athletes where it's like, I have to smoke before I run. He can't do it without it's like Steven Jackson in the NBA.
It's kind of like Ron Artest going to the liquor store at halftime,
It actually slows him down when he's not high.
Yeah.
I see.
He needs to cool off a little bit.
Him, Michael Phelps.
His joints must be killing him.
Yeah, that's the thing with Sonic. People don't realize is that he's 75. He's been doing this for years.
Well, that's another thing. He never really made his age. Like, he was like a little
75.
Sonic in the beginning. But they refer to him as kid, but then like he's an adult.
Is he cute though, Kid Sonic?
So cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's cuter than Baby Dory.
What?
Remember Baby Dory and Finding Dory?
Yeah.
That's a cute baby.
There's Baby Yoda. There's Baby Nut.
Fucking baby
# Baby Nut.
Gru for the new Despicable Me movie.
Yeah, right. Yeah, they have Baby Gru. I like when things become babies.
Yeah, it's
like
so cute.
Baby Mario.
I want Baby Captain Crunch. I think that would be adorable. With his little hat.
Little pirate.
Yeah.
Hat bigger than his head.
Little captain.
What are you doing, little cap?
You got to grow into that hat.
All right, let's move on here to nothing.
I actually, just to go...
I forgot, Nash. You said I have a shout out too.
Okay.
It's a birthday that someone messaged me 2 weeks ago, but I forgot. So,
All right. Hey.
happy belated birthday to Holly from Manchester.
Holly from
Holly.
Manchester.
Hope it was
Happy
good.
birthday. How old did she say?
No, I don't think so.
Is she an old geezer?
Well, no, it was the boyfriend who asked for the shout out.
Oh.
So I hope that wasn't your only present because
Nash is like,
it's like 2 weeks late.
Happy birthday, Holly.
Boyfriend. Oh, great. Yeah, all right.
I just
What do you
picture them
think, you're special?
huddled up like on the couch, putting on it's like, oh, we got to listen to the podcast today. It's going to be a good one. And waiting for the birthday shout out
As
from
the time goes on,
Yeah.
Teddy keeps making stupid remarks. just looks at her like,
Well, happy birthday, Molly. I mean, Holly.
yeah, Heather, happy birthday. Heather from Florence.
Hope the weather's great in Canada.
Right.
Yeah, Liverpool. Yep.
Got what? Brexit.
Yeah.
I don't know how you feel about that, but but seriously, in all seriousness, happy birthday, Hank.
I just want to get. I don't know if you guys saw it. Did you guys see the movie Horse Girl on Netflix?
No, but you did tell me about it.
Whew.
It's a Westworld trailer. You guys want to watch it and talk about it?
No, we can't do that. Is it a good trailer though?
I don't know.
Isn't it them just walking in the hallway?
No, it's a 2.5 minute trailer.
Ooh.
What are we gonna get out of this? We're gonna watch the trailer and be like, "Wow, that looks really cool. That thing looks really cool.
Wow.
Oh, wow, that's gonna be cool."
Oh, that's
looks
the guy
confusing.
that was in Breaking Bad.
Ooh, there's
oh my
Tessa
God.
Thompson. There's a robot, Dolores,
Actually, this is better. Yeah, you just commentate it.
Okay.
Do live commentary.
Yeah.
but no sound. Oh, spaceships, big city.
Ooh.
I like the futuristic aspect of this season.
You just fucking last podcast we talked about this. You said you didn't.
Now I do. Now I'm seeing it with the robot. Aaron Paul.
Oh,
He's
the
in it.
guy from Breaking Bad.
Need for Speed too.
Oh, and he was on Jeopardy. I mean, Price is Right.
Well, I am gonna
Aaron
miss
Paul
the
on Jeopardy.
Western.
He was not on Jeopardy.
And the reason why I kind of was drawn to Westworld was the Western theme.
Yeah, I know. You always double down.
This, I mean, looks pretty cool.
Yes, Horse Girl. You're a big psychedelic guy.
Oh,
Go ahead and watch it.
I love the weird stuff.
If it was a mind fuck, I think it would be like a mind bukkake of like how how messed up this movie was. I mean, it was incredible. I couldn't.
A mind.
Aaron's gonna spit his water out.
He's trying so hard to hold it in. Oh.
Here's Ed Harris. Ooh.
I've been wondering what Ed Harris was doing in Westworld. That's the most interesting part, I think. That's the most mysterious character going into season 3.
These robots are fucking sick. Not like the host, but like
Yeah, there's skinless robots, right?
these big ass fucking robots. I don't know. I gotta rewatch the show before the new season
Yes.
comes out because I know what the gist of last season, but I don't. It's one of those shows where you have to rewatch.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be like when season 6 comes out, it's going to be a fucking nightmare going back and watching 5 seasons of that, even though it's a great show.
Yeah, I know a lot of people who just didn't watch season 2 because of that. They're like, I don't remember. And not only that, I don't want to rewatch it because it was so fucking confusing to begin with.
You from the first season and like Hacks Dogma and people who do like theory videos on that, you got to tip my cap.
Well, that's going to be the last tip because I'm not doing that shit anymore. Especially season 3 looks like it's going to be so hectic. And it takes away from my enjoyment of it.
Well, what if it's more of like a straightforward, like, all right, we're out of the park. We kind of got down to...
They say it's going to be more straightforward, but you know there's going to be something.
I'm sure there'll be
There's
some
gonna be a
twists and
twist.
turns, but I don't think it's going to be as like, whoa, like...
Is Anthony Hopkins in
deep
this
down
season?
into the psyche and like
Yeah,
humanity.
but there's going to be
and-
like some little pattern or subtle thing, and then we're going to miss it, and then everyone's going to comment, "You fucking idiot."
Well,
I don't want to deal with that.
Well, sometimes for the franchise, you got to kind of do like an alien exchange, where it's like one's like a psychological thriller type movie, and the other's just balls to the wall, like
Nuts
fun
on the
action,
table.
and they both work and they're both great. So maybe you switch it up a little, and you're like, all right, we did that. Now we're in this, I guess, the outside world, and I don't know.
You're just trying to talk into existence the show being simple enough for us to review it.
No, yeah, I mean that would be nice.
See, if Anthony Hopkins is not in it, we'll be able to understand at least half the show.
Right. That's
Yeah,
the thing, 'cause
everything
he's
could-
always scheming.
Yeah,
and
everything
I mean,
confusing
just his
around that.
dialogue too.
He's definitely not going to be in it, right?
No, I don't think so.
I prefer
He probably
him
will
not
be
to-
somehow.
I hope he's not.
It's like everything stops in the city and like a dome is over it and it's just his face.
I like a nice Hopkins.
You really
film.
thought you could get out of here, Dolores, huh?
Hello, old friend. But no, it's like, fucking Christ, man.
Oh, this guy, this fucking schmo.
This fucking guy. Don't let him in.
What is this? Westworld, New York City?
Yeah, it's Uncut Gems, but Anthony Hopkins.
Are you
is-
dead ass?
Dude, I was thinking about Uncut Gems the other day. The scene where the door won't work when they're trying to fix the
Yeah,
automatic
yeah.
door.
How annoying was that?
Freaks me the fuck out. I need
That
to
whole
watch
movie
again.
freaks me the fuck out. When everyone's just talking over each other, I'm like,
You heard Julia Fox deleted all the pictures of her husband on her Instagram? Nash is giving me that look.
The Sandman? Is the Sandman tapping that?
I hope not. Not in the movie and real life. That's too much.
I don't know. Why'd she delete all of them?
I don't know. Maybe there's some trouble in paradise.
Hello,
sad.
hello, Julia.
Ooh, Julia, you got
You
a
think she
secret here
listens?
on the.
you guys are sick. You know, you go right to like, oh, I'm gonna try to shoot my shot. You know, a
I was
loving
thinking about her husband.
a loving marriage just got destroyed. Like, there's anything sacred anymore?
I don't give a fuck.
It's Julia fucking Fox, dude.
She might be the hottest girl I've ever seen in my life, especially in that movie. It was a beautiful sight to see.
Keep it in your pants.
Oh yeah, we have What's Trending. I forgot
What's
about that.
trending?
Tickle Me Elmo is the hottest thing this Christmas.
Former Beatle John Lennon, who was 40, was shot and killed last week.
And this fall, I'm going to take my talents to South Beach and join the Miami Heat.
When was the last time you saw a Chevrolet in Tokyo?
Did you hear it this time?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, yeah.
And then you got Trump in the background. and-
When was the last time you saw a Chevrolet in Tokyo?
When was the last time?
Did you hear our impressions?
Yeah, I actually thought it was spot on.
The Weeknd announces international The After Hours tour. Is The Weeknd big enough for an international tour?
I think so.
I believe so.
Because sometimes
He was in
artists,
Uncut Gems. I think that helped.
artists do that sometimes. Like Nicki Minaj announced her world tour and then didn't sell tickets. Iggy Azalea, that happened. So
I guess you got to pick the
like a nice local tour.
Yeah.
Well, I guess because, I mean, he's from Canada. Iggy Azalea's from Australia. You know, I guess they thought that they have some kind of pull to be able to do that.
Is that a world tour or your girls tour? One of my
That- I
favorite
mean, that-
lines from Drake.
Yeah. I think that might have just killed the whole tour for her, though, to be quite honest.
Yeah, he just accidentally killed his friend's tour.
Animal Crossing is trending.
Awesome. I love that game.
I cannot wait for the new one. Somebody was shitting on that game the other day. And I was like, what?
Teddy hates
Teddy,
it.
yeah,
Teddy
yeah.
hates it.
Couldn't believe it.
And to be fair, I never played it, but it just seems like it's something I won't like.
Yeah. Well, with you, I'm not trying to get you to like things because I know you're not.
Did you
gonna
do
like
the
them.
cheat with the digging the gold to get the money?
Yes, I did that, and I used to do the thing where I would speed up the calendar to New Year's Eve, so my parents would send me like 20 grand. So my guy was like
Paid off your debt.
305.
Yeah.
Remember the rare candy treat from the Pokemon
Pokemon?
games
Yeah.
and Game Boy? That was sick.
You don't. You're not involved in this.
So
Go home.
So when I used to play Animal Crossing, I went through that. Speaking about kicks that we did on the last podcast, I was on a GameCube kick for a while. So I was buying all these games.
Oh, that was recently, right? Yeah.
Yeah, maybe like last year. So
that's funny.
I bought Animal Crossing, and Teddy and my buddy Jamie used to they'd come over and they'd be like, "This game gives me anxiety, bro. Why do you play this?" And I'm like, "It's fun." They're like, "You're such a weirdo, bro." All right. I love this game. Animal Crossing's amazing.
And then Jamie and Teddy are like, "Yo, you want to play Call of Duty on your phone?"
Yeah, right.
Teddy will be randomly here, and he'll just start playing Call of Duty on his phone with Jamie.
Yeah.
And they're like on speakerphone, like, "Yo, watch your back, watch your back."
He called me.
What are you guys
He's
doing?
like, "Dude, you gotta download Call of Duty, bro. It's sick." I'm like, "No, I don't want to do that. I suck at Call of Duty." He's like, "Bro, come on, man. It'll be me, you, Jamie, Pete. We'll have a full team, bro."
A full team. Yeah, so
all
we
right.
could get fucking massacred.
He really sold you.
Yeah, I was like, "Oh wow, let me stop driving the car and download it now."
Whenever
Fucking
our
buffoon.
friends have, whenever we have a full team in any game, that's really bad.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
It's always usually think, oh, so you can communicate, you can talk, you know each other. Nope.
It's just louder voices.
Yep. No, it just gets louder and more chaotic.
Love your pet day. So
Oh, I do love my Pepper.
Shout out Pepper.
Doggo. She's a good dog, right?
Shout out Pepper.
Um,
Are you gonna make like a Pepper Instagram page?
No.
I resent people that do that.
So sometimes it's cute.
yeah, I mean,
No, it's horrible.
okay.
I want to see the dog rolling around in snow. No, thank you. Get him inside. He's cold.
What's like the number one? Why do all the best internet videos and photos are of animals? Where do you think they come from?
I get it. Videos, not a whole account dedicated to your fucking golden retriever.
Yeah, but your pets, you're just mad because you don't have a pet.
Yeah, exactly.
And all the pets you had, quote
Didn't
unquote,
die.
ran away.
Didn't die.
Did you guys see Elizabeth
What happened
Warren
to your hamster?
absolutely cook Bloomberg last
What happened to your lizard?
Lizard died. No.
What happened to your
Iguana died.
rabbit?
Rabbit got rid of. She was a bitch. She was so mean. Meanest rabbit.
What about your guinea pig?
My dad was allergic.
Kurt Cobain is trending.
Oh yeah, Elizabeth Warren fucking ethered Bloomberg. That was crazy. She's still shredding. That's how you know she fucking buried this guy.
Wow, Kurt Cobain would have been 53. Yeah, no, that was crazy, dude. When they put the
That
ether
young-
music
I feel like-
behind Elizabeth Warren,
Yeah.
he was 27 when he died.
Wow.
You guys are intertwining two conversations. You're going sentence to sentence. It's
That was
amazing.
kinda brilliant,
That was,
right?
That was amazing.
Now I forgot where I was. Yeah, Elizabeth Warren, just Bloomberg, man. Somebody said he brought a wallet to a knife fight.
How do you get
anything
into
else
those?
trending?
Like with the crowd? You think they just sell seats on like StubHub?
I think they're free.
Oh, wow.
I think there's because I knew somebody who went to the debate at Hofstra. Remember when Hillary and Trump were at Hofstra?
No. Oh yeah, yeah.
The 2016 election.
That's cool.
Yeah, I knew somebody who went. She was like, yeah, it was just I think it was first come, first serve or something like that. I don't know.
I'd like to pick your brain about John Beeline.
Oh God, is he trending?
I mean,
What a disaster.
I mean, he resigned or they got rid of him.
I think I would love to see this movie. Maybe one day I'll just write it, but I would love to see a movie about like a college coach and kind of get into the mind of how these guys become dictators and how they run the campus and the way that they manipulate their players and manipulate the people around them. I think that would be a brilliant movie because he brought that mentality to the NBA and disaster.
No.
And that the privilege that these guys get, these college coaches, because I hate them. I hate all college coaches because they're such pricks. And I love when they get that fucking slap of reality. Like, shut the fuck up. Don't tell me to throw a bounce pass with two hands.
Yeah, if you want me to do that, come out and guard me, bitch. What are you going to do?
And also, you got to think when you're a NBA coach and these guys are grown men making millions of dollars, icons, superstars, you can't coach them like you would college kids because they're going to think you're a joke and run you out.
And it's also like some of them are 30.
Yeah.
Don't teach them fucking fundamentals.
It's like you got to kind of just
teach them how to
you
goddamn
teach them-
preserve their
Yeah.
energy over an 82 game schedule. I mean, it's a totally different style
put in
of
some
coaching.
plays. You're like, all right, we're going to focus on this. We're going to do this on defense. We're going to focus, and do that. Don't you can't make them run like fucking sprints and suicides.
Punish them and shit.
The
yeah.
whole thing about it is getting the veterans to buy into what system he's bringing to the table. I mean, they're going through a complete rebuild over there where, I mean, he's, denied or not, or accepted or not, whatever you want to do, he's a championship winning coach. I mean, he's won a national title.
But it's different.
I get it, but I'm
it's also
still
a
agreeing
bad
with
situation
Yeah, but the whole thing with the thug slug thing that happened in the the film room and stuff, it's just a terrible look. And I mean, all the players basically made a mockery of him playing all thug songs around him whenever he came into the locker room.
Did you hear about that controversy?
Yeah.
Apparently
That's funny how
he
they played the songs every time
they
he
were
came.
playing Thug's Mansion, and
I mean, it's so culturally insensitive for him to say something like that. I mean, even if he didn't say it, I don't know. But he was always a dick in college too. There were always stories about him.
Well, the thing
and
in
the
college,
dude from Texas too.
Like a Coach K, you can do whatever he wants. Like college coaches, they basically run the program.
Exactly. Yeah. Look at Paterno.
It's like, all right, you come to our school, you're gonna have to listen to me and do it my way, or you have no other choice. NBA, it's like if you piss off, let's say Anthony Davis, it's like, all right, peace.
Yeah, Magic Johnson, rookie, got his coach fired.
Yeah.
The thing that I also heard too was Andre Drummond, who recently just got there, like 2 weeks ago, said, "Hey, it's either me or him."
Yeah, it was an ultimatum.
Yeah,
right?
he gave him an ultimatum, like the whole thing with Marc Gasol and David.
If I was
Fizdale.
Dan Gilbert, I would have been like, you know what, both of you can just go.
You know what? I do not want Drummond.
I just traded. Yeah.
It's like Popovich is the only coach that can, with Kawhi, you can really do that with. But like Kawhi, I think
got
just wanted to get
so lucky. I think Popovich is the best coach in professional sports, but having Tim Duncan, when your best player was just so willing to be coached, nobody else on the team could say anything. You have the greatest power forward of all time. It's like, hey, get the fuck back on defense.
It's like Belichick and Brady.
Exactly.
If you could tell Brady what to do and yell at Brady, then everyone else is like, oh fuck.
Like, I'm sure John Beeline, if he had his way 100%, they probably would be a bit better. But you just can't do that in the NBA because it's never going to work. You got to finesse them.
And what you guys said too, like these guys are. Like, I think Colin Sexton and those guys they were making more money than him.
Damn, these guys
they just came into the league. Like,
you're not their
yesterday.
boss.
Yeah.
So
it's hard to listen to a guy when, money plays into ego, so just want to pick your brain on that.
Yeah, no, that was a very, very strange situation.
Because that's trending now too. But
all right, let's move on to fan questions here.
That's for the fan to decide.
Yay!
People you call up to the show, you better be ready. That's what you're supposed to do. Sitting there arguing and you're trying to spell your name and all of this other stuff. It's not your show, it's my show. I'm giving you the opportunity to speak your mind. Don't call up here unless you got something to say.
I like the music for fan questions too. It's good stuff. This first one from Tweet Shark at Codiolo. Who would win in a fight? Cave Tony Stark with no armor and shrapnel held by a magnet with a hammer versus skinny pre-serum Steve Rogers with a trash can lid.
What's Tony's
He's in the cave. Yeah, he's a bit banged up.
Yeah, I'd go Steve Rogers. Can't Steve fight even before the serum?
Yeah, but he gets his ass kicked. That's why he's got the trash can lid.
Yeah, I know.
He's fighting those two bullies.
I feel like, he's been in a couple scraps. I feel like Tony seen better days at that point, and he's...
Yeah, but Steve looks ill. And that first Captain America, he's like 5'4", he's bone skinny, and then they give him some super.
But he'll keep standing up and keep going. That all you got? And Tony's like, yeah.
No, not
my heart is about to explode. So yeah, that's all I got.
You just need one good punch to the throat for that Steve Rogers, and he's down for the count. This question here from Nighthawk at Broad Fawn. What do you think ended worse, Game of Thrones or Star Wars? I'm going to say Game of Thrones because Star Wars already had an ending in 1983, and a lot of people can still consider that an ending. And with Game of Thrones, that doesn't exist. People say, oh, season 6 is my ending. It's like, well, it's a cliffhanger. It's a major cliffhanger. I mean, I love it. I mean, it's a great episode. Probably the best finale they've ever done. But Game of Thrones, yeah, by far. Star Wars, like I said, you can go back, and they're probably going to make more.
What, Star Wars?
Yeah, then there's no chance that this story ever continues, the Game of Thrones story.
I wouldn't be too sure about that. It's Hollywood.
But even if it did continue, it's going to be like a jump. It's not going to be right after,
No, yeah, it'll be different characters, different time period. But that's what Star Wars is going to do too, probably. It's like old Tyrion.
Yeah,
like
I'd love to see it, actually.
Bran, we're home. I don't know. I mean,
what is that? Them walking into like Littlefinger's brothel?
I think Game of Thrones was definitely.
I actually got that one.
Was more disappointing because I feel like a lot of people were already checked out kind of on Star Wars. Where Game of Thrones, there was so much hype leading into season 8, and the first 2 episodes I think were promising, and the third one was the one where people started to be like, "Ooh, no, don't like that," and it kind of just continued from there. But worse, I don't know. They both were.
I have to say, the quality of Rise of Skywalker is below the quality of season 8.
Yeah.
However, Season 8, like you said,
they're both very rushed and throw a bunch at you.
Yeah, I think there's more redeemable qualities in Season 8.
Mm-hmm.
If you stand up their biggest episode, the hour 20, versus the 2-hour movie that is The Rise of Skywalker, that episode 3 is better than The Rise of Skywalker. But like you said, it's a bit more disappointing, and it's more than that because it is a season. It's almost hard to compare them, TV and movie.
Yeah.
But Nash, you're not a big Star Wars guy, but Season 8, as a casual fan of Game of Thrones, did you like it? You didn't like it, right?
No.
Yeah.
I thought the way that the Night King was killed was just beyond corny as hell.
I have a friend who not only did she like Season 8, but she's going back and reading the books, and I'm like, you might be the only person who's just fine with this, and I envy you. She's just like, I like it.
Now,
I think it's fine. I think it's rushed. There's problems with it. I don't think it's the worst thing on like television. I think a lot of people were very disappointed and kind of just created this massive shitting on Season 8 as a whole. But like you said, I think there are some good parts to it, but it's the main thing I hate is just that, like, no one likes it. That's the worst thing about Season 8. It's just how it kind of just put a damper on the whole Game of Thrones thing, where you can't really even talk about it anymore. Mm-hmm. Hopefully soon, when the prequel comes out, then maybe tides will change a little, or when the books ever do get released.
I don't really remember either, to be quite honest.
Much of Season 8?
Yeah, because I was always just belligerent. I mean, we would always, because I'm off Mondays, so Sunday's like basically my Saturday night.
Right.
And everybody would always get together. I'm like, well, I don't want to go home. You know, I'm just going to pick up some more beer and drink. I'm like, Night King got killed like that, you know. But I can only imagine if there's
everyone's all
attachment.
Disappointed, and you're like, all right, guys, let's drink.
Yeah, I was like, all right, here we go. Let's rip
like,
shots.
Nash already just killed the Night King. Shut up.
Yeah.
This question here from Christian Eulenberg. What are 3 video game franchises that you think would transition best onto the silver screen? My picks would be a CGI animated Overwatch movie, The Last of Us, and God of War. Overwatch CGI movie would be so good, or just a show of Overwatch.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of like the big games, the big I guess what do they call it? I can't think of it. Like the big open world games, like your Assassin's Creed and things of that nature. They need like 3-hour epics to kind of grasp what the story really is. I feel like games that would be simpler, just very straightforward storylines, would be best adaptable.
God of War 4 would be such a perfect Netflix miniseries, similar to The Witcher, because it's such a simple story. It's about a man and his son, and they're trying to bring the ashes of his wife and the son's mother to the top of a mountain. And that's the premise of the game. And it's brilliant, because you have to go through all these obstacles. But I remember Jason Momoa said that he would like to have played Kratos. He'd be perfect for it. He's a bit skinnier than what they make Kratos out to be. But T-Lou has been in development for so many years.
How big is this guy that Jason Momoa is too skinny?
Kratos, he's got a wart.
The Rock?
Yeah, he's like Rock size. The Rock would be actually pretty good. Put him in that white paint.
Well, I never played it, but I mean, I think miniseries or television series is the way to go. Even with The Witcher, I mean, I don't think The Witcher was perfect by any means, and I don't know if it really captured everything that the video game is, but they had time to develop, it had time to kind of try to build the world at least, and you know, I thought it was a pretty good first season for that show. Where
that's by far the best video game adaptation.
If that was a movie, it would be awful. They tried to squeeze all that into 2.5 hours.
Yeah. You can't squeeze. That's the thing. You just have to fundamentally change it.
See, like a simple storyline like Gears of War. When they were making that would be. I was a big Gears of War guy.
You're a gearhead?
Yeah, I was a huge gearhead, and I was sick with the shotgun.
Do you guys remember when Spielberg was attached to the Halo movie?
No, but that would be also.
That was at the height of Halo. And there's a whole thing like Halo, the company. I don't know what company makes Halo, but they did this whole presentation about pitching their movie to all the major studios in Hollywood. They did like this Halo tour, and all the studios were like, "This is so pretentious. You're not that big of a deal, Halo, just because you're a popular video game."
Yeah.
And then that never happened. But
The Last of Us.
Call of Duty video game too. Call of Duty movie. I think that got delayed.
Yeah, that's.
I think it was just a war movie, and they just slapped Call of Duty.
Yeah.
on it.
Well, if they did like Call of Duty zombie, I mean, Overlord kind of did that. Nazi zombies.
I used to just watch you play The Last of Us because I like that story alone. Imagine that as a movie. That'd be fucking fantastic.
No, that's a game where you obviously still have to cut things because games go for 12, 15 hours.
Right.
But that works perfectly as a movie. It's all there.
I have to agree with Aaron too to keep like simpler games with like a simple plot. Like we were literally just talking about this on the podcast. Have like Banjo-Kazooie,
Yes.
Spyro. Make those games.
Those are the adaptations.
Those are like, simple. Like, with Banjo and Kazooie, you're going to save
Your daughter
your
sister gets kidnapped by a witch.
Or by a witch. You're going to save.
And you
your
go on an
sister.
adventure.
That's it.
What about a
Perfect
Gladiator
kids
movie, but it's Super Smash Brothers?
Oh.
Yeah, they tried to do that with Mortal Kombat, and some people like that. That would be cool. An animated Gladiator Smash movie.
That'd be awesome to see them all come in like from their different worlds.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean
what the
that's
hell
what they
they
do
doing
with the
here?
game. It's the same thing, kind of.
And this giant hand is like
the giant hand.
The giant hand.
Who voices the giant hand?
John Han.
This question here from Noah Ross at
Noah.
nross37. Who is your favorite NBA team of old? I'm a big fan of the Barkley Suns and the Shaqless Kobe Lakers. I was just thinking about those. I guess he's talking about the Pau Gasol with Kobe. I love those teams. The 2009 and 2010 team. Kobe and Gasol. Kobe and Shaq, best duo probably ever, but Kobe and Gasol were so perfect. The temperaments, the style of play, the personalities, it fit perfectly.
I was a big I like the Houston Rockets with Yao Ming, Tracy McGrady, Rafer Alston, Shane Battier, like those guys. That was a fun team to watch. And the Phoenix Suns with Steve Nash, Amari, Raja Bell, Leonardo Barbosa, like those boys. I mean, they were the original Warriors.
Yeah.
That high tempo,
The Suns,
just
yeah.
go, So that was
two stacked teams that never won.
Yeah.
Injuries with the Rockets and the Suns, similar. Amari getting hurt some years.
Mm-hmm.
Suspensions.
And then Yao Ming always, that guy was a walking injury, but.
McGrady and Yao, you'd think in the mid-2000s, they should have got one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always like the Marbury Francis Knicks. There's so much potential there.
There really was.
There really wasn't, but.
My favorite Knick team is the year we got Marbury midseason and then made the 8th seed and got swept by the Nets.
Oh, my God.
I'm trying to think of other older teams that I like. I like the Hornets when Chris Paul and Peja and David West.
That was a great team, too.
That Magic team was pretty cool, though, with Dwight Howard and, what's his name?
Hito
Turkoglu.
And Rafer Alston as well.
Ooh, Hito Turkoglu was one of my favorite players.
Didn't Dwight bring out Jameer at the dunk contest? He brought out Jameer Nelson?
Yes.
Nelson.
Jameer Nelson.
Made the finals.
That and I just
forget that.
The Utah Jazz, because Darren Williams is my favorite player. Utah Jazz, Darren Williams is my favorite player of all time. That team with Carlos Boozer and AK-47.
You get the Darren Williams card.
Yeah. The 01 76ers are a fascinating team in that roster is horrible, and Iverson just dragged them to the finals.
Yeah.
Watching his old games, and I was telling you this the other day, I've been watching old Iverson games. Dude was amazing. But that's a fun question.
That was, thank God.
This question here from Josh Clark.
Josh.
What's the worst movie you most adamantly defend and enjoy? Also, if Nerd Soup Family competed in a dunk contest, who's winning?
What?
Obviously, we'd have to
Yes.
lower the rim to 8 inches. He says that. 8 feet.
Yeah.
We might have to bring it down another foot.
Yeah. Do 7.
It's tough with the worst movie you most adamantly defend and enjoy because I don't know if you think it's the worst movie.
Shallow Hal, I always defend.
I've never seen that.
I love that movie. That and Nacho Libre. There's something about Jack Black.
Yeah, I was going to say, there's a correlation there.
What's similar about these two things? Venom, probably for me.
Fucking
Venom.
Do not like Venom.
Venom.
I guess it's Batman versus Superman, but it's always against you. I don't think I really even like the movie
No,
anymore.
I think you're just trying to piss me off. From the moment we stepped out of the theater, it was pretty good.
Anytime that you guys...
No, I like the movie, but I like it because it's like Batman and Superman.
That's the
There's
thing.
Wonder Woman.
It doesn't piss me off that he likes it. It pisses me off if anyone likes it. It's not just like an Aaron thing because I think Batman v Superman. I can't stress this enough. I think it's a horrible movie.
See, I don't think it's bad.
Right, and that's why I was so. I've never felt more disappointment in a theater. Even though I knew the Rotten Tomatoes score, I probably should have felt less disappointment.
Anytime Venom's brought up, I always just hear your voice like imitating Eminem. Venom, Venom, Venom.
Venom.
Yeah, I don't know why.
We got to get more Eminem original songs for comic book movies.
Little Women? Oh, comic book movies. She
Little
wants to be a writer, but deep down she's a fighter.
'Cause these women are little.
These women are little. These women are dead. Royce the 5'9's got to get a verse. Always. This question here from Brienne at Brienne_yo. I just got the Monopoly game and I have no idea what I'm doing. Granted. Oh, Aaron. question for you. You can relate to that. Granted, I only played the board game once. Any tips for someone clueless, Aaron?
If you don't come in last, you don't lose.
That's your fucking shitty ass philosophy. Ninja would hate that.
Yeah,
he would go on a rant.
I won. I think the last time we played,
yeah, it was me, Teddy, and you.
Yeah, so
I'm full.
You got to get the oranges.
I'm nuts on the table, ready to go, buying every piece of property, getting my slimy paws on every piece, and then I'm trading.
You have to figure out who's the dumbest person you're playing with, and find a way to manipulate them into giving you the best deal. Aaron, I'm looking at you. And then that person has
that deal
no
worked
chance.
out for me.
The deal where Teddy got lagged out?
Yeah.
But I won.
Yeah, but...
Oh, but you came in second, so
yeah.
you're in your mind.
No, the oranges are key. For some reason, people always land on them. And
oranges
well, it
and
makes
reds.
sense because of the jail.
Yeah.
A lot of people are getting sent back to jail.
And it's a nice mix of... They're cheap properties and they're cheap to build on, but they're expensive if you have like 4 houses.
I'd see. I don't want to give away my strategy because then you guys are going to use it.
You don't have strategy.
Don't buy Park Place or Boardwalk. They're terrible. They never win you a game.
Secretly, you need to buy Los Santos, a.k.a. the Browns. They will get you to the end, I promise. Miss Yo.
Even the Browns and the Blues, that's a back corner.
But it comes
The
late.
Blues are trade bait because if someone gets Park Place and you have Boardwalk, they're like, I'm about to get Boardwalk or Park Place.
See,
I'll give you whatever you want.
That's when you play with somebody stupid that's so obsessed with the Blues.
Teddy.
The Blues never win you the game.
Teddy's a big blue guy.
Greens and oranges.
You
Reds and
manipulate
yellows.
Teddy so bad every time we play Monopoly. It's pathetic.
Well, I'm good at manipulating people. That's one of my great skills. I was watching the debate last night like, I should be a political advisor. I'd be flipping this.
You would be pretty good at
Oh,
that.
man. I'd drag the Democratic Party down to the dirt. I'd be there, Steve Bannon. Let's find a good question here.
Yeah, you might be looking for a while.
Oh, my. This question here from T at Sons of Stuff. This is actually pretty funny. Will you pretty please watch and review Twilight 2008 before The Batman 2021 comes out? It's very critical in understanding Robert Pattinson as an actor, and I just feel like you guys will be missing out if you don't. I could say I've never seen a second of any Twilight.
I have, and they are just fascinating.
Oh, I thought you were going the other way on that one.
You ever see the baseball scene?
No, never seen a second. The only scene I've seen is when she becomes a vampire, and she's hunting in the forest.
Yeah.
I was like,
That basically got her actress of the decade, so.
There's a
Twilight.
There's a
Yeah,
scene
yeah,
where
I
they're
guess
playing
so.
baseball to, I think it's Supermassive Black Hole was the song, and it's just.
How does the song go?
Dun, 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 dun. I don't know, but it's like thundering out. Like the camera work is abysmal, but they're just pitching, and it's like only like 200 miles per hour, and they're fucking raking, and they're hitting balls like 800 feet, and they're sprinting as fast as they can to get them, and they're fucking. It's just a weird.
No rain delay?
No rain delay. No
They're
fence.
vampires. I don't care.
I like the Yankees rain delay little jingle.
Well, how does it go?
There's never.
Oh, yeah, I do like the Yankees.
There's never a good like.
Welcome back to Yankeesography.
If like a mediocre movie or like a bad movie has a sports scene in it, it's
Catwoman, the basketball scene?
That was, I think, Lights Camera podcast. They tweeted something like, "What's the worst basketball scene?" It's that. They have the aliens one. Don't put sports scenes randomly in your movie, please.
No, it's always bad. You've never seen the basketball scene in Catwoman?
No.
You will puke.
That's what the baseball equivalent in Twilight is.
Yeah, but the Catwoman scene has to be worse, right?
Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah.
She didn't pop the ball?
She's like, first of all, she's not even Catwoman. She's like some mutant freak. And she's like jumping around doing all these tricks with the ball, and it's so poorly directed. There might be 158 cuts in like a 30-second
It's
scene.
like dance. It's a very sexual game too.
Yeah, like Benjamin Brad. Yeah, they're like doing tricks and also grinding on each other.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, that's some good SD.
This question here from Pikachu Gordino at Azor, Ohio.
Pikachu.
Neymar, Messi, or Ronaldo? Well, first of all, Neymar, thanks for coming. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, take your bags.
Yeah.
You can't check into this hotel.
Yeah, you can watch.
I don't watch much soccer, but I've always been a Messi guy.
Yeah.
You know,
He's a man's man. He's like my height.
Yeah, he's running around. He's weaving in and out. He's better. I was better with him in FIFA, so.
And my mom has a huge crush on Ronaldo, so I kind of have something against him.
I mean, he's always kind of been a bit arrogant, and
it's fake.
Yeah, he's kind of lightened up recently. Messi is, definitely more likable, and I think he's also the better player statistically. The eye test. Somebody once said that nobody's ever been as good as one thing than Messi is at soccer, and he's the GOAT. But Ronaldo's...
They're different styles of game, though. You know,
Right,
like
yeah.
I guess the argument would be like
Ronaldo's
LeBron,
better scorer.
like LeBron Jordan, kind of. You know, two different completely like styles of games, but they're very good at what they do.
I always compared them to LeBron Kobe. And
Okay.
that Ronaldo, they always say that his skill was more worked on. He's more of a hard worker, and he kind of had to work towards being that great. Messi, it's kind of just natural. You know, the low center of gravity, the quickness, a lot of his skill, he was just born with it. And I think that's the case with LeBron, and that his God-given athleticism has helped him become one of the best. And Kobe, legendary work ethic. But two greats. You know?
I can't wait for some football head to just be like, "Shut the fuck up! You guys have no idea what
You
you're talking about."
motherfucking shut up! Give me a quid. This question here from John O'Brien: how real is the New York-LA rivalry?
It's not real.
To which somebody responded, New York-Boston is the real rivalry.
Yeah. I despise Boston. I don't know, like, just because of sports. It's probably I hear it's a good city and everything, but
I've been there. It is.
Yeah.
I
The
think it's
accents,
more of
the Smart Park commercial. I fucking hate that commercial.
Smart Park.
The harbor.
Oh my god.
Oh, I cringe every time.
I like all of them in the commercial, but stop it.
I think New Yorkers, we kind of like LA. You know.
Well, LA is everything we want New York to be. It's like cleaner. There's like nicer weather.
Nicer weather.
Nicer people.
I don't know.
It's 100% nicer, but New York's still better.
But
That's
not.
our
I wouldn't
philosophy.
say nicer people, but I think they're just both terrible in their own
They're
ways.
like always just like, yeah, man.
No, I feel like the LA is like won't even give you the time of day.
No. I heard LA. It's very friendly, but it's fake.
Yeah.
They're very phony. New Yorkers are very honest and they're
Yeah.
dicks. So that's why I could see us liking LA. I can understand why New York kind of likes every place, and
it's
everyone hates us.
And it's always funny, like the TV show or movie when a New Yorker is in LA. Like, well, what's going on over here?
Oh,
And
it's
the LA person in New York, and they're like, kind of fish out of water. So
Yeah.
little Crocodile Dundee.
You know, Long Island accents were voted the worst accent to have in the whole country,
yeah, probably by those pricks up in Boston.
Yes.
and they were like number 2. So yeah, they probably did that.
They better watch their fucking mouths talking about the Long Island accent that way.
It's so weird how sports can like change your whole perspective on a whole.
Jerry Seinfeld once said you're rooting for clothing.
Yeah, it's like Sam Adams sucks. Paul Revere overrated.
yeah.
It's
I'm trying to think of other prominent Boston people.
Ben Affleck. I like Ben Affleck. Though.
Yeah, of course. You're a big Ben Affleck guy.
Ben Affleck and Matt Damon. They left early.
They're cool. Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah, but they always go back.
Yeah.
Mark Wahlberg, yeah, I don't like him. This question here from Diego at Sir Diego Arana. Who could kick the longest field goal and actually make it?
Teddy.
Out of us,
Yeah, it's probably going to be Teddy.
Teddy was a kicker.
Yeah.
A punter.
I think I hit an extra point once in practice. That's about it.
This question here from Michael Parra at Michael821694. If Teddy won the Super Bowl with Tom Brady, would he let him kiss him on the lips?
Yeah.
I think he'd let him kiss him anywhere.
I think so, yeah.
All
They won
spots
like
of the body.
pinball together.
Teddy's fupa. You know, if he hears that, which he won't listen to the podcast,
Oh, yeah.
I'm getting a dead leg. He's gonna just punch me.
He's
so
gonna throw
hard.
Teddy still
brick to your
retaliates
house.
like a middle schooler.
Say that again?
Teddy still retaliates like a middle
Yes.
schooler. He'll call you her name back or punch you in the fucking leg.
Yeah.
Or give your number to Chicken Teriyaki. Is that what he did? This question here from Will Urbanus at Will Ball Up 11. It's actually got a good question.
Will.
Who's a better director, Martin Scorsese or Quentin Tarantino?
I don't know.
Scorsese.
Scorsese.
Yeah.
I think
tough.
Tarantino might be my favorite director, though.
I think with this, the comparison is fair because the styles are similar. I once got into a debate about James Cameron and Tarantino, and then we kind of both realized this is a silly debate. But I was just like, Terminator 2. It's better. I think Martin Scorsese, yeah, he's just better director. I think the movies are similar, and he just makes better movies.
Yeah. I mean, they're both just consistent as all hell. Just making good movie after good movie, but
I also think there's
Scorsese
more
made
of
more,
a,
too.
Yeah, and different types.
yeah.
Where he's got a bit more range than Tarantino.
I don't know. I think Tarantino does a better job of blending comedy, though. All of Scorsese's movies are very underrated funny, but I think Tarantino's are more...
You think Once Upon a Time is funnier than The Irishman?
Yeah.
I don't.
Different humor.
I think the humor in the scene with the watermelon is just funnier than anything.
That is fucking funny.
He's like, Moses fucking part in the Red Sea. Remember Moses? I think I just won, right? We always get a question of how the X-Men are going to be introduced into the MCU.
This is what I'm talking
Sonic's rings.
Ah.
Yeah.
This is Nash.
This is what I'm talking about with these fans. I love them, but they're horrible questions.
Because you don't know anything about movies or TV.
No, but you look through them and it's just like one, there are a lot of repeats, and two, they stink.
Good question here, actually. Long story short, too late! ! Favorite movie montage?
Like a Rocky 4.
Yeah,
it's got to be Rocky 4.
I was just gonna go, Rocky 4. That was.
That's
my
the best
answer.
Rocky, right?
No, it's not the best Rocky. It's the best Rocky montage, though.
Yeah. I think that's the best Rocky. Period.
My favorite Rocky. I think the Creed movies are better than all the Rockies.
Creed is really good. I think Rocky 2 is probably the best. 1 is a classic. 4 is more. That's a movie when I found out that people don't like it and it's like gets critically panned. I was like, what movie did they see? Because it's like every perfect thing. Like as a kid, it's like, oh, the fucking big Russian, scrappy American.
Yeah, it's all about heart.
Yeah,
I'm surprised people missed that message.
It's right there in front of you.
Yeah, I mean, God. Stupid critics.
I love a good montage, though.
I'm trying to think of other you know what's a good montage? It's not necessarily a montage, but when Jordan gets his sneakers back in Space Jam, and he's just practicing, and they're all just drooling over him. Like, wow.
That's a mini montage.
It's a mini montage, yeah. Because they do a song there. Do, 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 do.
Yeah.
It's like, let me see if I could still do this. I'm getting chills just thinking of it. What a fucking movie.
See, I love LeBron. He's going to ruin Space Jam, too. It's not going to have the same feel to it.
I think so, in that it's not a great movie. A lot of people don't even think it's a good movie, but there's just something so magical about it. It's so weird, and that they made it, and it fits so perfectly with Jordan's retirement. It's just so silly.
Yeah.
And obviously we all saw it as kids, but...
Do you think the kids even know the Looney Tunes?
I think so. I'm surprised by how a lot of the old stuff sticks around. My sister was saying, she teaches 6th graders. They all love the old Star Wars. They're like, oh, the new ones suck.
Well, nowadays it's it's weird where I feel like kids' properties had a crossover appeal, like Looney Tunes. Now, what's the kids like? Like Paw Patrol? Peppa Pig.
Big Peppa Pig.
Are they bringing in Peppa Pig at Stretch 4?
I feel like, yeah.
He's going to be Bill Murray in Space Jam.
I feel like if Russell Westbrook...
It's Peppa fucking Pig.
I feel like if Russell Westbrook went to go solve a crime with Paw Patrol, we wouldn't go see that movie.
He was on Nickelodeon for a little while.
You wouldn't see that movie, Russell Westbrook solving crimes with Paw Patrol?
Yeah. But nowadays, Sonic is a kid's movie. And you see that thing going around Twitter, what's the most traumatic movie you had? Fucking James and the Giant Peach, when I was a kid, fucking terrified me. It's
Wait. Did you just say that Space Jam wouldn't work today because the Sonic movie that features an animated character with live action people?
I'm saying that back in the day where that's today, Sonic is the kids movie. That's your prototypical movie for children. But back in the day, with James and the Giant Peach, those were fucking terrifying. Bugs Bunny,
right.
They had more appeal to adults, and Bugs Bunny
it's
would have more
before
appeal
the
to the adults.
PG-13 rating got there.
Yeah.
Those weird ass, Beetlejuice is PG.
Fuck.
And he straight up says, fuck.
I loved James and the Giant Peach.
That movie terrified me. I fucking despise that movie. Fuck that movie. I still don't like Peaches because of it. Or people named James.
I'm trying to think of a kid's movie that traumatized me. You know what used to really scare me? Real Monsters.
Even shit like that.
Oh, Creme.
Yeah.
When we were
to do with the eyeballs.
Yeah.
When we were growing up, kids' content was so much mature.
Well, I think Teen Titans is the best example of that.
Yeah.
Nothing captures our era versus the era now, where we got that great anime style, serious, dramatic, and now Teen Titans Go, which is kind of funny, but
I watched it once and I was.
You know what was a fucked up cartoon?
Well, we live in the suicide. Sorry, Nash, to interrupt.
No, it's okay.
This decade, it's the Suicide Squad decade. That's kind of so many movies that came out and failed. It's a similar style to Suicide Squad. I don't know what to call it, what to term it, but it's a bit. It's almost like a. I don't know. Go ahead, Nash.
No, one cartoon that was absolutely bonkers and just was not meant for kids at all was Ren and Stimpy.
Oh yeah.
That show was unbelievably wild.
That show was
Cow
so
and
mature
Chicken?
that before it even...
Fuck was that?
Cow and Chicken was great.
Cow
Ow, cheeky.
What the fuck? Our parents let us watch.
Weasel. Do you remember that one?
No, even what's it called? Rocco's Modern Life was fucked up.
Awesome.
With his neighbors were frogs, right?
Yeah, the big heads.
Yeah, or were they pickles?
No, they were frogs.
Okay.
Because they always used to with the flies. They used to
It's fucking
Mr.
weird.
and Mrs. Big Head.
The animation was weird. Ren and Stimpy is the worst.
That and he was a sex talk operator in one of the episodes. When he's like, oh baby, oh baby, oh baby.
That poor Rocco.
And she's like, Rocco?
Even Ed, Edd and Eddie was fucked up.
Yeah. Ed Boy.
Ed Boys. Yeah.
That I would love to see a movie of.
I would
Or
love to see
play.
a live action Ed, Edd and Eddie.
I need to see a play of Ed, Edd and Eddie.
All these things, we just need to write them ourselves.
Yeah, might as well.
I don't know how long we've been going here, but we could take a couple more.
Why not? Something juicy. Give me a nice juicy question.
Oh, this is a good one from KO Box. It's not juicy, but
all right.
Love the podcast with the Wilder Fury fight being this weekend. What is all your top 3 boxing movies? His personal favorites are Rocky 1, Cinderella Man, and Creed. I would replace Rocky 1 with Raging Bull, and then you got yourself a list.
Raging Bull, yeah.
I love Cinderella Man. Love it.
The Fighter sucks. Maybe if they took place in Long Island.
The Fighter?
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
No, The Fighter is really good.
Say it's a great movie.
I know, it is really good. The Creeds, Rockies are all great. What's like an outside? Southpaw? No.
Don't be that guy.
No, I'm just thinking of boxing movies in general. Ali, I don't remember if that was good. I saw it when I was a kid. Will Smith.
Has to be good.
Well, Rocky 4 is the best one.
No, I think it's
I had a tiger.
$1 Million Baby. That was
one of my favorite scenes in Breaking Bad. That's good. Is when Hank and Walt are spying on Gus at the chicken place, and Walt's all nervous, obviously, and Hank just starts singing "Eye of the Tiger." He's like, "Come on, it's like Rocky, Eye of the Tiger," and Walt's just freaking out the whole drive, and Hank's just singing "The Thrill of the Fight." That's why the Rocky 4 did have a lot of good stuff going for it.
Are you guys gonna watch the fight this weekend?
Yeah, I think I would prefer boxing over UFC, but I'm not much into fighting sports.
I don't know if I'm gonna watch. It's $100.
a lot of money.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna watch it though.
Go to a bar?
I don't know. We'll figure something out.
What, after the Impractical Jokers movie?
Yes.
Fury's not the guy who just lost to Butterbean, right?
What?
You don't remember Butterbean?
Butterbean, the fat guy.
The fat guy that knocked out the former heavyweight champion? That's Joshua something, right? Anthony Joshua?
Yeah.
That wasn't Butterbean.
He looks like Butterbean.
Butterbean knocked out Johnny Knoxville in the Jackass movie.
Yeah, no, my brother-in-law has this theory that he could beat up Floyd Mayweather.
How?
Just punching him.
Like in a fight?
Yeah. And that he's not impressed by Floyd Mayweather as an athlete because he's just fighting other skinny people.
That's ridiculous.
That's what I said, but then I started to think about it.
And you realize it's ridiculous.
He's like,
you
I
see
would
the size
just.
of these guys, though?
Do you see how fast he put? Like, you couldn't even defend a punch from him, and you couldn't hit him.
It's a blur. He could hit you with a 3-piece.
He said he would just hug him.
You can't even get in close enough to hug him.
No, if you were in like a boxed-off 4x4 room.
The argument that I hate that people say that McGregor.
No, but it's not boxing. Like straight up fighting. Like if you had to kill Floyd Mayweather as a 6'2", 260-pound man, would he be able to kill Floyd Mayweather?
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
The thing that pisses me off about people around the boxing world that say Mayweather has more of a fight in the ring in the octagon rather than McGregor did in the ring. McGregor would put Floyd Mayweather on his ass in 2 seconds.
Yeah, but Floyd wasn't fighting until like the 10th round.
No, but I think McGregor has more of a shot. He had more of a shot in the ring than Mayweather would in the octagon.
No, I don't think so.
Maybe.
Because McGregor, you'd still have to get in close. I think McGregor would win, and if you'd put him on the ground, it would be over. But I think he still needs to get in close. And one punch in UFC with those small gloves, and you're done.
No, but the
That's
whole
the
thing.
Yeah, I think Floyd would because boxing is such a strict set of rules.
But the whole thing.
Look how Conor beat Aldo in 13 seconds, which was one punch when he tried to engage. If he tries to engage and Floyd hits him at one punch,
but the thing, if you watch Floyd Mayweather's fights, all he does is hug, back up. He's all on the defense. Now you ain't having a ref breaking that up. And look what happened with McGregor last time they were in that hugging thing. He broke Cowboy's nose with shoulders. Bro, I'm telling you, McGregor would lay him out in a second.
Cool.
What was that?
Yeah, that was mean.
Oh, God.
That was very dismissive.
Yeah.
This question here from Ben Urbanus. Tell Nash to stop being a party pooper.
Me? Of all people.
Right after that
I
comment,
know.
too, by
Yeah.
Aaron. Perfect question.
Party
Actually,
pooper.
you know what? Yeah, we'll leave it on that.
Go
Nash,
scratch,
you
Ben.
you need to lighten up.
Yeah, you've been really tense
I love you,
lately.
Ben, but go scratch.
You're always pooping on our parties.
Yeah.
I'm the only one that wants to party.
That is accurate.
I'm here to boogie.
Yeah. I think
Boogie oogie. I was just about to do
I
that.
got you.
Ah, fuck.
Gotta be quicker than that. What were you gonna say? You think?
I think he was talking about how he's just pooping on all the
questions.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, yeah, I do that. But again, Ben, go scratch. Better questions.
Speaking
Sorry.
of poop, is there a more ridiculous thing in the world than the gun girl in the poop pants?
Throwing diapers at her. It's amazing.
It's just the most, it's so odd.
She knew what she was getting
Yeah,
herself
you know
into.
what you...
100%.
If I was her, I'll give her some free advice. I'll go to the nearest college campus, get like on a raised surface, gather everyone around you, and just take the biggest shit you can right in your pants in front of everybody. Control the
You have to
narrative.
get out in front of it.
Control the narrative.
Be like, this is what I do. This is how I was raised.
I'm gun girl and I poop my pants and just fucking let it go. Poop.
That sounds like her at the a campaign message,
Yeah.
like her commercial. I'm gun girl and I poop.
Everyone around, and I think people will just be like, "Oh, well, that's just walk away." Like, what are they gonna do?
I would go as far as taking the poop out of the pants and throwing it at them.
That's just
If
disgusting.
I were her, I would
I
recommend.
push the boundaries on that one.
Yeah.
Just take a nice vacation, man. Some of these political commentators, it's like, are you ever happy? They're just mad about everything. Every day, every tweet is them bitching, and both sides. It's like, lighten the fuck up.
See, that's something you can never have discussions about. It's politics, religion, and actually, with guys, it's porn.
Well, with political commentators, it hasn't even become, I feel this way about the issue, and I strongly disagree with your philosophy. It's become, someone said this. Ah! They suck. You suck. They're taking this. They're denying that. It's just paranoia over nothing constantly. That's what political commentary has become. We should get in the ring of that.
You remind me of Tweak in South Park when he's playing the piano and he just presses like 3 notes down. He's like, "We're all gonna die."
Yeah. You want to take another question?
I didn't.
Okay. Well, that's the podcast for today, guys. Thank you for listening, and
follow me on Twitter, huh? Anthony JQ Nash. Good stuff. I'm almost at 1,500.
What do we always forget to plug until the very end?
Like and subscribe.
Yeah, that is true.
Put this on. I forgot again.
You guys fucking suck. In the beginning. All right, guys. Thanks for listening. Nerd2 Podcast signing off here. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Anything you guys want to add to the discussion. And I don't know. A lot of people tell us that our comment section is pretty wholesome. And I usually stay away.
Wholesome.
Yeah, they say very like, oh, we love you.
There was one person on the comment section that I wanted to address. I'm going to be the bigger man and not say a word. She basically said, "Get off the show."
What was her comment?
Something like,
Good
without
advice.
net-
We'll take it under consideration.
Yeah, I just want to see what she had to say.
Yeah, I gotta listen to our fans.
So basically she was just saying like, the show's great, but except for Nash. He doesn't really know anything. Which she's right, but I'm not here for fucking knowledge. I'm here because we're friends, you know?
You were doing a terrible job of defending yourself.
Yeah, no. I wouldn't
I'm
be
not
good
here
with-
because I know things. I'm here because we're friends. So
Yeah, it's like the worst form of nepotism.
Hey guys, thank you for watching this video, and of course we would like to thank our Patreon supporters. Without you guys, Nerd Soup wouldn't be Nerd Soup. Seriously, your support is what keeps the fridge full, so thank you once again for your support. If you are interested in supporting Nerd Soup through Patreon, visit our page and check out the different rewards we offer to our fans. If not, then no problem. We appreciate anyone who takes time from their day to watch our videos. So thank you to each and every one of you out there watching, and remember to like and share this video. And hit the subscribe button if you want to see more videos like it. Or don't.